Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. So finally you're gonna get the recap of the whole Summit War, everything, Ace's tattoo. But let's jump right in, man. Honestly, the war threw me off guard, literally because we were supposed to go to Fishman Island. And I know Moria was talking about how they're not ready, but I mean, it's Luffy. I felt like Luffy could beat anybody if he just put his mind to it. And it's like, we got to the war and we realized he wasn't ready. And for the captain not to be ready, being the strongest one of the crew, come on, that says a lot. I mean, everybody, they all got to get stronger. Now, I'm going to just jump right in straight to the whole Ace's death. A lot of you know, based from the last videos, yeah, I'm mad at Oda. In my mind, I'm thinking his dad is already dead. His dad was the pirate king. Now you have the son. You have a bloodline. You have a bloodline that's worth saving, keeping. At least, yeah, we know him. Of course, we could talk about him and they'll never die. You know the whole saying, when they stop talking about you, then you're really dead, or something, somewhere along those lines. But honestly, why kill Ace? I know you gotta add pain to the anime, to Luffy, but why? You know that sometimes does make a person stronger, but why kill Ace? Like, he's the last living person of Gold D Rogers. Why kill him? I'm just so confused. My thing is, I'm all about history, numbers, the greatest of all time. It's kind of that sort of thing. That's how I like to live my life. Like, I'm this off topic, but if my favorite team was getting beat by 50 and the record was 60, 70, even though it's my favorite team, I want to see a record. So if my team, the largest wipeout or the largest point differential, I'm just all about records. So I feel like Ace was a record. He's the last living person of Gold D Rogers. Why kill him? I do not understand that. I never did. That was my whole thing about Ace dying.
Um, yeah. Well, Oda just had to make it so that it was like the ultimate hurt for Luffy, to be honest. I feel like that would have been the only one that affected him that greatly, like maybe Shanks, but Shanks is always so far away. You never know where Shanks is, really. He just pops out of nowhere, so. Or Garp, maybe, would have been another person, but he's in the Navy himself, so. I think Oda played it the only way that he knew how in order to hurt Luffy in a way and in order to make the whole training of it all possible and give him that point of now you can get stronger from here and now you have to get stronger from here. That way you're able to protect all of your friends.
I mean, that totally does make sense because I mean, you're not strong, and they grew up training together. Everything, even Luffy's mindset, I could beat anybody. So I understand it. It's just he is great. It's a bloodline. I don't know if Ace have a child. Maybe y'all know who watched the current anime, the up to date, but I don't know if like there's nothing left of Gold D Rogers except he is the Pirate King. And he was the Pirate King, honestly. So I was just that's my main thing. My main thing is not even so connected to Luffy and how strong he is. My main thing is why take out a great that is he's tied to something, and everybody found out. Then you take him out. I'm just conflicted about that because this man is oh man, I'm just conflicted about it. Like, I don't understand. Of course, it's really good content to have Ace die, and especially in front of Luffy at a time that he thought he was strong. He thought he could keep up. He thought he could do a lot. But in reality, the new world is something different. They're just not strong. And I understand, take your brother away, but My main thing is just the fact that he's related to somebody great, and that person he's related to can't have any more offspring. That is my main thing. Cannot have any more offsprings because he is not here. Ace can't. Like, everybody was talking about the bloodline, the bloodline. Like, they searched for this man and his wife, baby mama, whatever, just to make sure to kill the offspring. Don't give the government what they want. That's I'm just conflicted on that, to be quite honest, because he's a great gosh. He's Yeah, Ace really didn't do much except I'm not sure what his bounty was, but he made a name for himself, but he really get to do much at all. And then poof, he's gone. One Piece, there's no devil fruit that bring people back to life. I doubt it. I'm pretty sure there's a life or something, but he's gone. There's no more Ace. We'll get flashbacks, but a flashback doesn't tell a person's story. I mean, it tells them in the past, but as far as in the now, the right now, it does not happen. Like, man, that's one thing I was really, really pissed about. Like, it was shocking. And my whole thing is everybody Luffy has taken out. Everybody. No one never dies. People don't die in One Piece. Actually, I think the only body that ever well, as somebody died, I think Nami caught a body. When they were going up Reverse Mountain to get into the Grand Line, she tricked that one guy and kicked him off. And he was a devil fruit user and he fell in the water. I would assume no one came to save him. That was probably the one and only official death in One Piece, and he doesn't count. He had no name. People don't die in One Piece. I've never seen it happen. Never. I see you get stabbed in the throat and you're still alive. I've never seen somebody die in One Piece. Like, why make it this one time? And it happened to be so significant that it's A's. Why? I did not like that whatsoever.
Yeah, it does hurt so much more being that we didn't get to see too much of him. Like, we saw of him, but it wasn't enough, for sure.
For sure.
Like, even the backstory episodes where it was telling the story of the three brothers, even that was like, oh, now we're seeing a lot more of Ace. First, it was only what, Alabasta,
Yeah, we only
and then the war.
yeah, it was really Alabasta and then the war, really. And even that little bit tiny moment, we just fell in love with Ace.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like fillers involved as well. We really didn't get to see much of his power except and then another thing, literally, Ace is free title anime. And then what, one or two episodes later he dies? What type of
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that is so messed up, Oda. Like, we're all happy. We see the brother tandem
Mm-hmm.
combos. They're smiling with each other, so happy in that moment. Luffy got the job done. We knew Luffy could do it, man. We knew it. A couple episodes later, he's dead. What? Like, what? This war was to save Ace. We saved Ace.
Mm-hmm.
After that, boom, he's no longer here. And with the flashback and everything, we understand he's like his father. Somebody talk bad about his crew, what he gonna do? He gonna fight.
Mm-hmm.
And he never runs from a fight. I'm pretty sure he knew Akainu was probably stronger than him. But damn, man, I just wish he wasn't like that. If he wasn't like that, he would still be alive.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Oda would have found a way to write him in to still be alive. But that's tough. We really save him. You show off the brotherly combo, the love, the fighting, the fire with the rubber, them saving each other.
Mm-hmm. Them getting so close.
So close. Luffy so happy he got the job done.
Mm-hmm.
Then his brother dies.
Yeah.
Man, that's tough.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, not only do you kill Ace, you also kill Whitebeard. Whitebeard is also dead. Like, what? And I know he's the old era, but Ace is the new era. He could have stayed. Like, I feel like the anime, the viewers, the government, they would have been satisfied with just Whitebeard's death. but you gave them more. You gave the government something more to celebrate about. Oh man, it's crazy. This is just the anime, but that really, no one dies in One Piece, and boom, right after saving him, right after showing off, boom, he's dead. Now we're gonna talk about our basically our MVPs. Shout out, first Yvonne Sama. Yvonne Sama came clutch plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
One, of course, with the shots, bringing Luffy back to life after he fought the warden at Impel Down,
Mm-hmm.
clutch. And we didn't think Yvonne Sama was gonna have that effect because I thought it was just a breakout thing. But Yvonne Sama really was clutch for Luffy. Once she found out, like, whoa, this is my commander's son.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Faith, it's time to get out. Yvonne Sama wasn't even planning on breaking out. But once he found out, it's like another switch kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
It was everybody fall behind Luffy. Help him. Do this for him. Like, everything. It was just the right time. And throughout the war, throughout Impel Down, but throughout the war, like, Yvonne Sama really came clutch. Like, he made sure Luffy was protected. Luffy was straight. Made sure Luffy stayed on the right path. Even Yvonne Sama was Robin at Summit War. That's how I feel. Because Luffy don't pay attention to the outside. When Whitebeard put his trust in Luffy, hey, put his trust in you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Robin is the one usually telling Luffy the details. Because Luffy, he don't read newspapers. He don't care about none of that stuff. But that's what Yvonne Sama, I feel like, was for Luffy.
Yeah, he did come in really clutch and Impel Down after he fought Magellan. That's 100% sure. And Bon Clay too.
Oh yeah,
Bon Clay
came
in super clutch, and then he was the decoy,
man,
as they were leaving. So yeah, he had a good team behind him.
Not once but twice was Bon Clay the decoy for Luffy. And that friendship is so odd. Like, it's so odd because how it started. It was like, hey, we're friends, and they just met 1 second ago. We're friends. We love each other. Then they found out they're enemies. Then at the end, Bon Clay is trying to leave, but he needs someone to help him leave. But he hears that, like, yo, y'all are staying here, knowing y'all got a 0% chance of leaving. It really got to him where he like, I got y'all. And he did the same thing again. Like, Luffy did not want that. And he knew Luffy would fight it because he told Jinbei, yo, don't tell him.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time, like, where's Bon Clay? He's the one I want to celebrate with.
Mm-hmm.
Whole time, man, he out here doing his little and saving people's lives, man. But Bon Clay was literally, we tend to forget because everything that happened in the war, and Bon Clay wasn't a part of the war.
Mm-hmm.
But Bon Clay really was, to get where they were at, to get to the war, to leave the prison.
Yeah.
Bon Clay, real MVP, honestly. No, nobody else. Buggy was just funny as hell, but Bon Clay, real MVP.
Yeah, Buggy was just doing a whole lot of.
Yo, y'all already know I gotta get. Actually, I'm gonna save the best for last. I will save the best for last, but we gotta go to Crocodile. Crocodile was shocking. Like, bro, Crocodile doesn't like Luffy. This man, Crocodile, build strategically, had a plan, had a great plan, had an anonymous plan, strategically just to do what he wanted to do in Alabasta. And he was in a great country. You control sand. It's a sand desert-like country. And Luffy ended his dream and got him arrested. Like, come on, who want to go to Impel Down? Luffy ended this man's dreams, got his whole crew arrested, just in an instant, and you help him. That shows maturity. Crocodile? Bro, that's like your biggest op. And he didn't help him not once, not two, not three, not four. Let me stop. But he helped him a whole bunch of times, a lot, and that was amazing to see. Like, and he helped him in times where he knew, it's like he knew he was stronger than Luffy. Like, he helped him in times where he really needed it.
Mhm.
Like Mihawk, one, Akainu. They came with two different plans. He was coming to take Whitebeard out. Luffy was coming to save his brother.
Mhm.
Even Luffy even stopped him during the war.
Mhm.
And it's just maybe that conqueror's hockey. It just bends people to your will, to you're like, whoa, you somebody. Or maybe it's even because don't give the government what they want. Because he freaking hates the government. He does not care about them. He hates them. He must have went through something. But Crocodile shocked me.
Yeah. And they always did it at a time where it was you didn't see it coming. Like it would be way out of left field. They would just show him on the screen like, "Oh, you're the one who just did that."
He even saved the ace.
Mm-hmm. They played that very nicely, adding him as uh like a white knight kind of, like a knight saving the king or the future king. That was done really nicely,
Yeah.
and to kind of piggyback off of that, so it's like even though Luffy basically like ruined his dream or stopped him from moving the way that he was moving in Alabasta, he still like it's still so easy to gravitate towards Luffy because Luffy is someone who's very like inspiring, and his perspective on things, like he's a little goofball, but he takes things seriously when he knows he has to take things seriously, and I think people love that, even the people who want to hate him.
So true.
Mm-hmm.
Now the real fucking MVP. Shout out to my boy, my fish man. I think he's a whale shark. I don't know what he is. But shout out to that man, Jinbei, man. Yo, Jinbei was Zoro, Sanji, Nami, Robin, Usopp, Chopper, Frankie, Brook. That's who Jinbei was. Jinbei was all of the Straw Hats in one. And he hasn't even met the crew yet. That's the crazy thing. He did say, I can't wait to meet them in Fishman Island. So I'm ready for that. But he has not even met the crew yet. Seriously? Like, Jinbei played his role with Luffy. He put him in check. Like, he wasn't afraid to put him in check. He wasn't going to stand out. Yeah, I'm protecting you. You know, it's not even what your brother told me to do. It's because I want to do this. I grew to respect you in the short time we had together. And not even grew to respect you. I grew to die for you. He's willing to die for Luffy in that short bit of a time frame. Shout out to freaking Jinbei. Jinbei was anything you can. Jinbei was not a yes man. Jinbei was that friend, that homeboy that got your back and gonna tell you when you're in the wrong. That's what Jinbei was. Jinbei was electrifying. He was, man, I can't even come up with the words, but Jinbei was amazing. He really like stood 10 toes. He stood on business when it came to Luffy.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I had the conversations about your brother. Your brother would say this about you, protect you. Like, bro, I don't even know him. What you want me to protect him? No. Then he met the brother. Luffy got him out of prison. And it wasn't even the fact he got him out of prison. It's just Luffy. He respected him. He wanted to make sure he had his head on straight. And now you witness your brother die in front of you. Even when Rayleigh's came up with that plan, he like, what? Like, he talking for Luffy, like him and Luffy been best friends for life. He's like, whoa, you way out of line, character. Stand back a little bit. He not doing that. After fanboying over this legendary pirate, he had to check him. Like, Jinbei don't stand. Jinbei is one of them tough guys that he not gonna stand back. He gonna speak. And Jinbei really, really.
He did that.
Yeah.
He did that. He was also one of the ones that was like, when you're like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Who's gonna protect Luffy now? It was like, boom, Jinbei.
Jinbei.
He got there. He did something in order, like a clutch move in order to bypass Luffy getting hurt or something happening to Luffy. So, yeah. And I think it was also like Ace talking to him whenever they were locked up, and then Luffy actually showing up, breaking into Impel Down, you know, getting all the way to where Ace would be if he was still there, you know, if they hadn't taken him already. I think all of that kind of made it so that Jinbei is the way that he is with Luffy, to be honest, because, yeah, even though it was a short little amount of time, he knew this is Ace's brother. This is who Ace was talking about. This is a kid who doesn't really look like much, but he just broke into Impel Down. What a nut. And then now we're breaking out of Impel Down. It's like, wow, you're even more nutty. So it's kind of awesome.
Yeah, no, Jinbei.
He did that.
Guy.
He did that.
He really did.
He did that. I can't wait to see him again, for
and
sure.
I'm going back all the way back to Ace's death. Another thing I want to add on is the fact that Luffy had another brother. So you not only take one brother from him, you take another brother from him. Like, one brother was enough, to be quite honest. Now you take Ace from him after he lost Sabo when he was younger. So it's like, dang, bro, you don't like us? You keep hurting us? And then once we meet Sabo, I'm like, Luffy got another brother somewhere out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he's not as hurt. Mm-hmm. Ending of it, Sabo's dead.
Yep.
By the government. Like, what? Why tease us? Why even show us that backstory with Sabo just to tell us he's dead?
It was such a tease.
Yeah.
Such a tease. It was that. I actually love that whole backstory thing. I know a lot of you probably skipped through that.
Yeah, but we enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it. Yeah, seeing, you know, Luffy's past and how they got to where they are with Ace as well. Even meeting Sabo, it was like a breath of fresh air right after the war. So it's like, oh, like it pulled on heartstrings a little bit. Yeah. And then we came back to reality, like, oh no.
Yeah, he died. Yeah, he lost two brothers. Yeah. Like, it was tough. Now, we're really gonna get into, you know, the backstory was fun. Mm-hmm. Of course, you know, Sabo taking two brothers is just wild for me. Like, I'm not sure what Sabo was really connected to. So he didn't really have that bloodline that I was stressing about Ace. But the fact is, the man lost two of his closest people that he grew up with, and you took that away from him. Mm-hmm. You had to take away part, but my main part is because the bloodline. Protect the bloodline. Keep the bloodline going. Honestly, that was my main issue on it. Like, what the heck? But it's something we figured out. Ace's tattoo, like, we figured this out, and I'm looking at this picture right here. I'll click that one too. I'm not sure what that is, but I guess the Ace is Ace. The S is Sabo's freaking pirate flag, yo. That is amazing. And not only about Ace's tattoo, Ace's whole outfit. Everything about Ace represents the people he grew up with and the people he loved. That was so amazing. Once we seen him sail off, we're like, oh, that's dot on beads. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's Sabo's hat. Mm-hmm. But the tattoo, we thought it was like a S, like a weird way to spell Ace. But no, it's significant. Like, mm-hmm. He put meaning behind. This is not no regular, let me get a butterfly tatted on me. No, this is a tattoo with meaning. Mm-hmm. Now, this right here, I mean, Ace, understand that. Sabo, I'm not sure if this really means it, and I'm not sure if that is what it really means as well. But if it does,
it makes sense.
Damn, bro, you put meaning in your tattoo.
Yeah.
Like, dang, you kind of messed up for not having Gold D Rogers on you, but you know you wasn't really cool with bro.
He ain't really like that.
Yeah,
man.
you ain't like him, but you first, your brother that passed away. If C really is crybaby for Luffy, that's lit. And then Edward Newgate. We didn't figure this out. We were still ASC, and then you spelled Ace. That's where we were at, to be quite honest. But that is so freaking amazing. That was his pirate flag, and it could mean S is no longer here, Sabo is no longer here, but it also could have a double meaning of actually the flag, his pirate flag. Now, this is where I say Ace is amazing. So we stated that the goggles is for Sabo. Sabo wore goggles.
On his hat, yeah.
The beads is Dadan. The hat itself and with the red lining could be for Straw Hat Luffy. Like Ace really wore, he puts, man's like me. Shoes match my shirt kind of thing. I like to match with colors, and the shoes match my shirt, but he did it as far as he dressed himself to represent the people that he loved. Like, that's amazing. The goggles, man, the goggles, the dot on beads. He had to get the dot on beads. He loved dot on. Oh man, just all of it. Like, Ace really put in details to his design, to his tattoo, to everything. Like, that man really stood 10 toes. And
yeah, he has like the jean shorts, which is like Garment Luffy.
yes.
The always shirtless part, I don't know where he got that from, but well, it was probably, it may have been like after he's getting his devil fruit, you know, fire
hot.
Yeah. But yeah, Dadan's beads, the goggles for Sabo, like he put a lot of thought into his entire outfit. And it was honestly, by the time he turned 17 and was leaving to go be a pirate, he already had it all figured out.
He was getting ready to leave the island. He like, hold on, I'm gonna put this hat for Luffy, Sabo's goggles, and what, dot on beads, everything. Like, just get into detail, man.
Yeah.
He was representing the people he loved on his journey. He might have been alone when he sailed out, but he wasn't alone. He had everybody with him that he needed for that crew. For that pirate crew that he wanted with all brothers, he had everybody with him. He even took Dot on with him. Like, that's his mama. He even took her with him. So
yeah,
that was like really, really cool to see, especially the details. Details. And we, you know, once we first seen it, you know, oh, Ace, that's Luffy's brother. No one put 2 and 2. Of course, we didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, with this tattoo, I definitely thought it was like oh, they misspelled it, cross out, spell it correctly for the rest kind of thing. Like, that's what I really thought. But now, knowing that everything goes a whole lot deeper.
Yeah.
In One Piece, everything means something. So, yeah, it was nice to figure that part out for sure.
Yo, another MVP that, not really an MVP, but is an MVP because man was cooking. He was cooking, boy. Shout out to Kuma. He slapped everybody where they needed to be. The whole Robin looking for you for 10 years, that one, he was in his bag in that one.
Yeah.
He was probably thinking, I got you. Boop.
Because he was probably with them when they were looking for Robin.
He was. Remember, he pulled up to the little island with the flashback.
Yeah.
And that was 10 years ago. He was in his bag with that one. He was in his bag. Like, slapping Sanji to a place where he can, like, cook meals to help his crew out. Slapping Nami to the weather, Sky Island. What? what? Like, you slapped everybody where they needed to be to get stronger. Like, that's an MVP as well.
Yeah.
That's an MVP. Of course, at the time, we hated him. Like, bro, why are you taking out our crew?
Yeah.
Our crew. We're part of the crew too.
Yeah.
But you slapped everybody where they needed to be and where they had to be to get stronger. You did your thing on that one.
Yeah. The only one that I didn't understand at the time was Brooke, but I think Brooke just wasn't a part of the team for long enough for him to go into in-depth research on where exactly can I send him, because everybody else, Zoro, Mihawk, Chopper on that island that had all of the medicinal
and the library
herbs, yeah, and all of the medical books as well, yeah. Robin, where she was at, where the revolutionaries on that bridge. Frankie, where Vegapunk had all of those inventions, so he learned a bunch of new stuff. But yeah, Kuma did that. Kuma got everybody sent to exactly where they needed to be, which is good. Like I said, the only one that was confusing was Brooke. That's the only one that we're like, huh? What training is he about to do? Like,
yeah, but as I heard from people from the comments, you know, the training he's about to do literally is music.
Yeah.
You know, when you at the gym, you listening to your favorite song, you
get pumped.
You pumping that iron, you pumped up.
Yeah.
And that's what he's about to do, especially being, you know, especially what he's about to be doing. He's going to be performing for people, music, or people are going to, he needs to master what, the 45-degree angle, or is it the yeah, so I'm not sure what that is, but yeah, it's like he slapped everybody where they needed to be. Got them right. Now, y'all, the 2-year time skip. Wow. I can just imagine the fact with Zoro. Zoro likes to train every day. Zoro gonna wear Mihawk out. Zoro gonna get hurt. All right, let's go. No, let's go. All right, let's go. I could just imagine how strong Zoro's gonna be. Usopp is big right now, so working out, he's probably gonna come back fit. Boy, man's gonna have abs, muscle. He gonna be. Usopp gonna be.
I hope so.
Yeah, Nami, the information she's gonna come back, cause her sensei as well. Hey. Her sensei as well, like literally, he knows a lot. He's older. So he's gone through the Grand Line. He's probably gone through the New World a lot as well, because they check the different weathers. Nami's gonna be on point with that. Like, oh man. Oh, I could. Then can we turn that into a weapon? What? Okay.
The ball.
We're gonna get an Inaru Nami. That's what we're gonna get. That's what we're going to get. Like Chopper made his own steroids. Now just imagine that library that he has. Ooh. Robin with the Revolutionary Army? Seriously? The knowledge she's gonna learn. She loves to learn. She loves to. Like, she also loves the adventure, but she's gonna be learning as well. Brooke playing the music, you know, his music probably about to be pumping me up when I hear that bit. He about to, I might hit me a 45-degree angle. You never know. But just everybody, Sanji, the cooking, man, Frankie, an inventor, being on Vegapunk's birthplace, being in his lab, his secret lab. He has a secondary lab. Being there, just freaking imagine what he's gonna invent. What upgrade the 1,000 Sun he is going to get. Man, this 2 years, I'm excited for it. I want to see the new Straw Hats. I want to see their growth, even if their nose got longer, their hair got longer, I want to see it. I want to see everything, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be exciting. And Fishman Island is next. So is Jinbei gonna get some type of upgrade? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and bro ain't even a part of crew, but we about to see him first. He said, "Yo, I'm gonna be waiting for y'all in 2 years." Man,
Oh, that's true, because it would be after 2 years as well. That's true. Like, see Jinbei in different clothing and just in
yes,
like a home environment, just like kind of hanging
yes,
out,
not
chilling, just waiting.
just getting out of prison, not in a
Mm-hmm.
like war attire, anything like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see the growth in everyone. I can't wait to see, like you said, like the changes with
The
like
changes.
physical appearance for sure. Especially with Usopp, like I'm just waiting for him to not be the chubby mess that he is right
Yeah,
now.
I want to see how he changes his body. I gotta see that.
Yeah. I want to see like if there's like outfit changes or if they're still gonna kind of be rocking the same thing. Like I want to see how that goes as well.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
It's
Overall, what we're looking forward with the Straw Hats, of course, we're looking for them to get stronger. Luffy is going to be doing a hockey training. What?
oh yeah.
And from the looks of it, Rayleigh really must be a good freaking teacher. Like he's going step by step. Um, he's not babying him. You know, Bo was like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring you food every day." He like, "Nah, we finna find our own food.
Mhm.
We finna do it the right way. You're not gonna be here spoiling Luffy. Nope. Knowing he would be eating good too, but he's willing to sacrifice that as well just to train the next generation and train Luffy. Oh, I just want to see. Just imagine if Luffy can really control Conqueror's hockey and aim it at people he wants to hit. Like that would be like a death wink, hell wink, galaxy wink. What? Just imagine him doing that, man. Like, bro, this,
Yeah, because the times that he has used it, it's coming clutch.
yeah,
The times that he did use it in Marineford.
yeah. Like, it's just imagine when he can use it at will.
Mm-hmm.
And then what? Observation hockey? You dodging shit before it comes? What the heck? Like, it's like them guys were seeing into the future or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, just imagine, bro, Zoro training with Mihawk? Oh, gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Swordsman skills are gonna be
Gosh.
crazy.
I love Zoro fights because in anime, I like sword fights. But just imagine Zoro and Mihawk. Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh. Man, but y'all, your thoughts?
I did kind of want to talk a little bit about the 3D2Y tattoo because I felt so silly because when we first saw it in the newspaper when they were showing it, and just anytime that they kind of hinted at his Luffy's picture with that, we kept saying it 3D2Y, 3D2Y. And then after figuring out what it meant, it was like oh, we could have been figured that one out if we just thought about it for 2 additional seconds. But it looks exactly like Ace's tattoo with the 3 and the D crossed out. And it just makes all of the sense in the world now because it's like, wow, they were supposed to meet up in 3 days.
Yeah.
And
I was off of my days, but
yeah.
they were supposed to meet up in 3 days. Cross that out 2 years. And it's like symbolic because it's a message to the crew only without giving out the message for anybody else to like decipher it, except Vivi. But for anybody else to decipher it, like one, the government's probably gonna think, oh, he got a tattoo like his brother Ace. It'll be like the X is at the same spot, just about. But honestly, I never even knew the 3D was crossed out. I thought the D was only crossed out.
I thought it was only the D as well.
Yeah, but it's 3D2Y. didn't figure that out. Should have a lot sooner, because I do be figuring stuff out real quick. Should have, but hey, 3D2Y, like, what? We're meeting in 2 years. 2 years of training, 730 days. And you know Zoro gonna take advantage. Zoro gonna try to stretch that 730 to 740. Them 2 years about to be, I don't know. But boy, 2 years. For one, I'm expecting Zoro to come back, of course, stronger, a lot more serious, because look at Mihawk's personality. You're with that person for 2 years, you're gonna probably pick up that personality.
Yeah.
That Mihawk don't even have a personality.
He's like on the dry side.
Yeah. I feel like Zoro's gonna kind of pick that up and not be dry, but be dry. Probably have a little bit of sense of humor, but nah. I feel like he's gonna pick up everything from his master. That's the one person I think that their personality might change, because who they're dealing with is a serious character. Rayleigh is serious, but he also be joking, drinking, gambling, having fun. Yeah. But I think Zoro is the one personality that might change because of the person he's dealing with and the seriousness of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because Zoro is already kind of like serious and like on that laid back kind of vibe. So yeah, he'll definitely pick up a lot more of that. Yeah,
a lot more than just the swordplay. I feel like you're gonna get kind of the personality too. That's serious. Not all the time, but majority of the time.
Yeah. I'm like, I know this is very random, but I can't wait for Zoro and Sanji to come back together.
Oh,
I don't know why I want to see them friendly fight.
We need that friendly fade, that bro fight. I need a moss head, and I need the worst cook ever. But
or
we need
curly eyebrow.
Curly eyebrows, yeah. We need that. But that wraps it up. You know, appreciate y'all for tuning in, of course. If y'all like this, if y'all want more of this, just let us know in the comments. Let us know about anything that we spoke about that you're conflicted about, or you know, you just have something you want to talk to me about. But I said what I said. Nobody dies in One Piece. I'm sticking to that. Ace is not dead, even though he is. And Sabo, 2 brothers. But listen up, if y'all enjoy the content, y'all enjoyed these, this is our very first one actually. Make sure y'all click the like button as well, but also make sure y'all click that subscribe button. We are growing. Well, we're gonna be we made it to the second half of One Piece. That's crazy. I'm ready to see what the new Straw Hats look like, cause
can't wait.
Oh, I cannot wait.
I want to see how strong they all are already.
I cannot wait. Yes, yes. But all right, y'all. I'm out.